together now. Remember, you may be a visitor, but never a stranger.
I can't hit again, Rawhide.
Right, Rawhide.
Good times in life, we're bringing it to you. Super fans and haters come together now. Remember, you may be a visitor, but never a stranger. Rawhide Media, presenting the information, so we can have a conversation. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Tools are everywhere. Carry away the characters you love, the stories unfold. From laughter to tears, watch it all unfold. Through ups and downs, we'll stick by your side. Raw tunes, the world is alright. Tunes, the world is alright.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Before Ron and I shout out or get on here, I want to give a quick shout out to sponsor of the channel, Profit X, which is America's #1 sports prediction market. It's peer-to-peer sports prediction where you play against each other instead of the sports book versus the house, which means, guys, you're going to get the best prices on any spread, money line, total, player prop instead of people going up against the house. So use my promo code Dave in the description of this video and claim up to $200 in profit cash on all plays for the first 30 days of the site. Terms and conditions apply. If you want to be like me and get the best odds, for instance, last week on the over, because we know that Colorado defense wasn't stopping nobody. Hey, I got over plus 100 odds on that. And this week, you bet your butt I'm still going over. And I actually got an alternate line this week, Rawhide and friends, with, let's see, over 46 points. Plus 112 odds. It doesn't get any better on America's #1 sports prediction market. Rawhide, thanks for having me, man. Let's get this thing started.
Man, what's going on, Dave? What's going on there? Everybody else in the chat, y'all can raise your hands, man, be acknowledged. Man, I am so happy to do this with you, Dave, and I appreciate you cutting out a small portion of your time today to talk about these Colorado Buffaloes and what we got going on against Wyoming this upcoming weekend. So how you feeling right now?
Dude, this has been a week from hell. I've hated it, man. This sucks. This sucks. We better beat Wyoming. And I think part of me, Raw, that's trying to be a little bit level-headed with this, understands, hey, maybe Houston is going to be better than we think this year. Maybe they're going to have, I'm not saying they'll win the conference, but maybe they have like an Arizona State type surprise compared to last year. You know, that they were a tough football team. So I don't think this is like losing to a god-awful football team right now. I don't think we got blown out by a god-awful football team, but definitely the expectations were higher. And I think the thing that I'm most disappointed in, of course, we can talk about the defense, right? They can't stop a nosebleed right now. What the heck's up with that? But really, it's hard for me to remember a time where we're going into week 4 and we still have no idea what we're doing on offense, man. And I'm not really sure where we go from here, man. And I think, Coach Prime, he said today in the press conference, we've made some tweaks. I hope that's just coach talk. I hope that's just coach talk because massive changes need to be made on the offensive side of the ball. Ra, how you feeling right now?
Well, yeah, I got to let me jump in there. First and foremost, let's just go ahead and talk about the hottest topic concerning these Colorado Buffaloes. Let's talk about that. And who do you think should be starting against Wyoming at the quarterback position?
Oh. All right. I'm going to give a take that I'm kind of feeling today but I'll preface it by saying, honestly, I don't really care too much who is the starting quarterback.
Okay.
This week. I don't. What I don't want to see is 3 quarterbacks play this week. Oh my God. If we get 3 quarterbacks playing again this week, I'm done, dude. I might take a whole. No, I'm not taking any time off of YouTube, man. I'm just being, I'm just being crazy, man. But I don't want to see this tree like another freaking preseason game trying to figure out who our guy is going into week 5. No. I'm not cool with that, man. You take the starter and you play him the whole game.
Okay.
The whole game. So I think right now the conservative side of me thinks I think we will probably see Ryan Staub. Now, if we were going to actually run a Liberty style offense, it's Kaidon Salter. Okay. But honestly, I think we've seen that this offensive line, in my opinion, has been good enough pass protecting to where we could be the Juju show moving forward. I'm a little nervous about him with how we start off conference play against 4 really good opponents. Do you want to see him come in yet for that? I don't know. I don't want to hurt his development. But again, I think with the offensive line, pass protecting, I think they've been like one of the best in the conference right now, and some of the best in college football, I think, like in the upper quarter. So maybe it would force you to run the ball a little bit more too. But Coach Prime is out of excuses for that, dude. He's out of excuses. You got Marshall Faulk back there, Rawhide, and we talked about it, and it's the same as Coach Flea 3 games in. My mind is blown. My mind is blown. We had a guy average 10 yards a carry last week, and he got 5 freaking carries. So what's the best thing for Julian Lewis's development right now? It's probably to not get on the field when you got no belief in your offensive coordinator and what you're trying to do. Again, no identity. But does Julian Lewis give us? He might give us the best chance to win, man. With how
you think so? Do you really believe that?
Well, with how dysfunctional things are, maybe the talent rises, but I don't necessarily want to see him play this week. But I understand that there is a case to be made. Like, we didn't want him getting crushed behind this offensive line. I think it's been fine. So that worry's kind of gone right now, but I just want to see one quarterback play.
Well, I'll say this, and I think we talked off the, in the back, but look, I think that they should go with Staub. I believe that they should go with Staub. I think Staub is the quarterback you play to maintain flexibility. And what I mean by that is that I feel like if you pull Staub this game and you go to Kaidon Salter, there's no more movements to be made. So Wyoming, we both expect them to beat Wyoming, right? So I'm thinking whoever plays the quarterback position should have a pretty decent game. And you're going into BYU right after that. And I think me and you are very extremely familiar with how BYU did, last season. You see what I'm saying? So once you make that move, you may check the box and say, hey, this is the right thing against Wyoming. But BYU is a whole different story. So if you play Salter, he's good against BYU. You come back with he's good with Wyoming. You come back with BYU, he looks pedestrian, what do you do then? And I think it's extremely difficult to go back to Staub at that point.
I don't want to handle this like UCLA handled Dante Moore a couple of years ago, dude. Like, once you put Julian in, run with him. I still think that there's a strong case to make that the best thing for him is to use his red shirt this year. Because nothing in college football is guaranteed. As much as we want to think that Julian Lewis hopefully will be ready to go to the NFL after his minimal amount of years in college, Arch Manning looks like trash right now, Rawhide, man. Like, his college career might be over. So you just don't know. You want to have as many cracks at it as you can. And I still think this is far right now from an 8-4 football team. I'm trying to think of ways in which we can get to 6 wins right now. And really, a lot is going to have to change. The good news is that it's still early in the season, and a lot can change, but I still think you can play him. You can get bowl eligible. You can play him in the bowl game, and then move on from right now. So, but
you're referencing Juju? Are you referencing Juju?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can just redshirt him, play him at the end of the year if you're needing a bump offensively, and that way it's like you're not necessarily going up against some gauntlets to start conference play or we started last week. But you understand what I'm saying. But I get so confused, man. Like, I do believe that Ryan Staub deserved to start against Houston, man. I really do.
Yeah, I agree.
But also, it's like, okay, both he and Kaidon Salter got one full game. Are you going to give Ryan Staub a longer leash than Kaidon Salter? Like, what? Like, what are we doing here, man? Like, what do you think happens against Wyoming, man? With who they're
I think they're going to be. I don't think it's going to be a difficult game, man. Well, I shouldn't say that. I think they're going to beat Wyoming. Okay, I've said that at the beginning of the season. After all of this that we have seen, I still think they're going to beat Wyoming, because at the end of the day, at some of the positions that matter, I think they are better at those positions. Now, is Wyoming, are they hard nosed? Did y'all watch the Wyoming-Utah game? I'm not sure if you all watched that, but Wyoming, they were playing a little bend don't break. Now they gave up 500 yards, but they kept the game kind of close in the first half. But I say how you manage this quarterback situation is extremely important. And I'm not sure. I'm still kind of scratching my head about the type of offense they truly want to play, because I think what Salter is good at, I'm not sure that's what they want to do. I'm not sure that offensive staff they want to lean all the way into this RPO type of style of offense. I'm not sure if that's what they want to do. And I believe you have to do that for Salter to be successful.
Yes.
And what Staub did last game, if he's going to throw the ball like that last game, I don't think his ability to throw the ball is that much better than Salter's. If that's what we're going to get. Yes. I think Salter's running ability is probably better suited for the team overall.
Yeah, man. And it's just, can Pat Shurmur, unless he's been stripped of play calling duties, let's talk about this. Can this man call an offense that, isn't so narrow? I've lost faith in that. And I mean, if in case you need a refresher, I called for Pat Shurmur to be fired after the Georgia Tech game, man. And again, you've had Kaidon Salter in your room since January, and this guy looked completely uncomfortable calling an offense for him. It made no sense. This guy's been running with the ones all offseason. Shit, man. If that isn't an indictment on your offensive coordinator, if you weren't comfortable with him, why didn't we see Staub? Why put in Staub? Why? And we did, and we saw him do his thing. But Pat Shurmur, man, let's be real, man. I've kidded myself too many times. What quarterback has he ever developed?
Well, Dave, let's just okay. Let's let the audience know. Dave has another show called David Talks Broncos. David Talks Broncos. Y'all go check it out. If y'all would go check out Dave Talks Broncos. Me and him do shows on Thursday about the NFL. But now I will say this, and correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm not saying you fit in this bucket, but just let the viewers understand something now. Colorado's a state that they have an NFL team, which is the Denver Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Pat Shermer used to work for the Denver Broncos. Okay? Pat Shermer cannot get a reservation to any restaurant in Denver because of what he did at the Denver Broncos.
Yes.
Now, I think some of that is boiling over into the college thing. But I'm just gonna say I ain't really that mad at Pat Shermer. I think he's not that. I I don't think Pat Shermer is the problem.
Oh, okay.
I think that
I think I'm agreeing with you here. Keep going. Sorry.
yeah, could the game be more? Look, could he be a little more innovative? Yeah. And if you watch the NFL, you see they kind of do some of the same things. I mean, first off, you watch NFL game, and I don't want to turn into that, and you see a lot of eye candy. They like to call that type of offensive coordinator innovative. You get the innovative tag, especially if it works, i.e., Chicago Bears, new head coach. But we're neither here nor there. I'm just saying, though, in college, if he has that same type of mentality, you know what I'm saying, going with the more traditional type of play calling, yeah, it's going to look like this. It's going to look like this, Dave. And it's hard for me to blame a man that he's giving what I think is wanted. I think he's calling the game as he's been instructed.
And this is why I pounded the table with you for Marshall Falk, baby. I said, surely you cannot hire a Hall of Fame running back and say, man, screw it. We're not going to give the ball to your guys. We're not even going to play through those guys when they're clearly the guys we need to be playing through right now. You might say, Dave, Simeon Price only had 51 yards on five carries. One of them was 38. Well, geniuses, that's why you keep running the ball. So you get that 38-yard run. Oh, my God.
Dang, why? I get it. No, I understand.
But you're right.
I swear.
But Pat, I think what we need to talk about right now is some stuff that I've talked about a little bit is that it looks worse every single week on Coach Prime with Pat Shermer here. Pat Shermer is here. Coach Prime needs to understand this isn't the same offense with Shedeur and
100%.
4 NFL wide receivers.
100%.
That needs to change. That isn't just a small tweak. I'm hoping that's the small tweak he was referencing. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you what, Raw, getting back to Pat Shermer, the screenplays that we throw, those are from like 15 years ago, dude.
They are a little excessive.
Oh, and they're so slow developing. You see how screens are thrown in today's college football? It is like boom, boom. You know, they're taking like it's almost just like a hitch step, man. They're not even fully dropping back or anything, man. We take our sweet ass time dropping back there, trying to sell it. You know, throwing it there. It takes like 5 seconds to get the guys the ball. So, of course, the DBs are blowing that thing up, man. We got to scrap the bubble screens from 15 years ago, regardless, man, and throw some real modern day college football screens with, you know, Coach Prime wants to talk about tempo with some real urgency and tempo. That's what I want to see out of this team. We have not operated with any sense of urgency on either side of the ball.
But do you think that I don't know? I think was Prime asked that in the was Coach Prime asked that in the interview or not? Because I heard him kind of touch it for a second about tempo. I don't. It's kind of hard to it's kind of hard for me to understand some of the things that he says in an interview. But
He was saying how you break up practice differently. Right?
Oh, is that what he was saying? Okay,
That's what
help
he was
me out
talking
here.
about.
Hey, help me out. I need a translator. But man, look, I'm good with it. If you're not gonna allow Kaidon Salter to lean into what he does best, I don't really know what they do from that. Now, I mean, because let's think about it. Now, Colorado they had a office OC that I felt like was kind of innovative with Sean Lewis, and it still looked it's kind of the same. But you had the guy that you. I don't know, Dave. I don't think you're gonna get that. I just don't think they're gonna do it.
I mean, we've seen enough, man, that we know what kind of offense Coach Prime wants to run. But again, this is the first year that he's had an offense without Shedeur running the show. And again, I mean, we've talked about it. I think more so on the phone than on streams this offseason of just we're gonna feel the loss of Shedeur and
You're gonna, and now I think that's and I think that's something else too. If you've been watching Colorado, and y'all have heard me say that, y'all have heard me say this on plenty of shows. Me and David talked about it. I think what happens is you tend to get spoiled, right? Tight window throws. Everybody can't do that. If you all don't believe me, please go watch Kansas City. I'm sorry, Kansas State. Go watch that guy, and he's supposed to be solidified. He can't hit the broadside of a barn. Guys, there is such a significant difference between an NFL quarterback and just having a decent quarterback. Because Kaidon Salter played decently. Let's just be honest about it. When he played, he was a decent quarterback.
Yes.
That was a college football quarterback.
People were calling for his benching because he wasn't.
It just blows my mind. That's what you get. People just don't understand. I don't think they have any concept to wrap their mind around what it is to have, especially if you're new to this, a regular dude at quarterback. And I get it. I know that you kind of want to. I'm assuming they want to do some NFL type of concepts, and I think really what that means is they like to throw the ball. That's what helps to get people to the next level, and that's probably what he sold Salter to. I don't think Salter necessarily wanted to, and I hate to speak for a man because we don't know,
right?
But I would assume, right, he wants to go to the next level, so he wanted to go somewhere where he could display his arm talent.
Yes. But two, it's almost like Coach Prime is also expecting Shedeur-like play with how this offense is being called from his quarterbacks, and he doesn't have a Shedeur on his offense right now. And what I'm worried about, again, is that still too much pressure is going to be put on Julian Lewis too early to be that. I don't know how often Coach Prime needs to hear this, because obviously you changed the running backs coach, we've changed the offensive coordinator, and the identity has not changed. So I hope this is a wake-up call. To me, dude, this is almost as disappointing as the Stanford loss from a couple years ago, man.
Really?
I think over the last couple weeks, with, again, just the whatever went on with Delaware, whatever went on there with this defense, and then this past week, again, I felt like we lacked fight, especially there in the second half. Like, this is disappointing. Like, I firmly believed that we had a team to make some noise in the Big 12, and right now, like, we're not showing anything from that. And I'm sorry, guys. I misled all of you. I believe that once Shedeur was out of here, once, the stars, the Heisman, we were going to play some complimentary football. We were bringing in a dual threat quarterback who did the speed option and ran triple option at Liberty. I mean, man, dude, I am getting a buffgasm just thinking about this. How this is the offense that we're going to see, man. And from the first series against Georgia Tech, man, all that was out the window, man. And we're not utilizing our talent to their strengths right now.
I think he's going. Well, we're hoping that. I think they're going to probably be a little more well suited. They're going to start adjusting things to kind of was advantageous to their quarterback play. I think, and also Not to go against you on that, but I feel like the running of the ball against Houston, I think, I don't know if that was necessarily a problem. Now I like my man. I like William Gardner. I like him. He's one of the funniest and the funniest guys to talk about the game. He got blood, sweat, and tears invested in Colorado, and he was saying the same thing that you were saying. But I felt like in that game, was there opportunity to run the ball more? Yes. I don't think it was that. I don't think it was as much as we think it was because they were in second and long a lot. They were, Dave. They were in second and long a lot because they did run it on first down. When I went back and looked at it, so I'm not trying to make excuses for them. I know that's what it's kind of sounded like, but brother, when y'all went back and looked at, it, I'm like, ooh, there wasn't a whole lot of opportunity, for him to run the ball. Because I mean, if it's second and long, Dave, you gotta throw it, right?
Yeah.
You gotta throw it. So in their defense, I gotta give them that, man. You ain't hearing it. I can
No,
look at your
man.
face.
I love just
Your
Adam
face.
saying in the comments, I go back to 3 quarterbacks. You know what? At this point, I just want to be entertained. Why not? Why not?
Face. It said Rawhide. That's BS. That's how I'm interpreting your face.
No, I'm looking at the comments here, man. I'll go back to 3 quarterbacks. I think that's hilarious. If this season's just about entertainment, just do it, man. Or if it's about getting, not scheming around any specific players on offense, we're not like, Sincere's a really good matchup against this team. We're going to look to feature him. No, you look at it and it's like everybody's got like 3-4 targets. Everybody gets a snap. Everybody gets targets. Everybody gets on the field on defense. We did do a little bit less of that, I feel like, over this past game. But Rawhide, let's talk about the defense, man. Is there any fixing of this defense? And I will defend the linebackers. Because
so you're gonna defend the linebackers coach too, though, right?
Yeah, I will. Because we both see that this defensive line isn't getting any push, man. It has been Swiss cheese out there, man.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We can talk about, bro. I think the defense is what it is. I think the only way to save the defense to me is to keep them off the field.
Yes,
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. That sounds logical, right? When you got a bad defense, try not to have them out there. Shit.
No, but see, look. Let's don't act like it's not possible. Houston did have the ball all but 50 seconds in the third quarter, so it is possible. But the point I'm making is one reason why it is there ain't no Nikhil Hill Greens coming, man. You got what you got. And before the season, I was asking people about Brandon David Swain, and I was hearing people tell me that, oh man, I ain't really seen him, and turns out he's a starter. All the experience that I thought they had that would show up and take lead of this defense, they absolutely didn't do it. Now I don't really know what the coach is saying. I'm not at practices, but I found that to be a little odd.
Yes. It's like, surprise. And then we're going to expand his role. What was that? What was that against Houston, man? I don't know if I'm a fan of that just yet. Like, what was that? Did he end up with a D on his chest or something? Right now, dude, nobody should be a dog on this defense. Just strip it. Strip it off of them right now. I don't know who's wearing it, but take it off. You got no dogs on there.
Maybe, just maybe, right? Because it's a new group. Maybe they're just taking a couple of games to truly get entrenched in what they're trying to do.
Nah, man.
What are you doing today?
We're going to talk about Robert Livingston. Why does this guy love to run man coverage when we got no athletes?
Dave. Prime loves man coverage.
Maybe Prime's looking at the defense, expecting everybody to be Travis Hunter, man. Because right now we need to be playing more zone and we need to be running the football. But only when a quarterback like Kaidon Salter is going from starting against Georgia Tech to then having a three-way quarterback competition in Delaware is because Coach Prime, in my opinion, dude, he wants Shedeur level play. And that is just not, you cannot bank on that. You cannot bank on that when it has not been shown. It has not been shown. And yeah, this right now, I thought our defense was going to be faster coming into this year, man. It is not faster. You got to be playing more zone coverage.
Yeah. I think they're the second team in all of FBS as far as the percentages of man coverage that they play. I don't know who the first team is.
It would have made sense, dude. And I got to give Colton Hood my flowers, man. I thought DJ McKinney was the better guy, but all you guys just sucking Colton's dick all off season. You guys are
my God.
Like, yeah, like you guys are geniuses. Like he's like phenomenal. He looks like a first round draft pick, man, playing out there.
Hey. Now I asked you about McKinney. I asked you on the show we did. I said, Dave, talk to him about McKinney because I'm getting these swinging. Either he's best ever first round, or he's trash. So where does he fall on the spectrum, bro?
No, he's closer to first round pick than being trash. I'll tell you that. DJ McKinney's still good, and we could run a lot of man coverage if we had him on one side, Colton Hood on the other. But right now we don't got that. Do we even have a solidified cornerback too? That's another thing to talk about. We even know who our defensive starters are yet going into game 4.
Yeah, I think you've been a little tough on them today. I should have. My bad. I should have told you that. You've been a little tough because, bro, new quarterback. You lost a Heisman Trophy guy. You lost, some first round. You lost some NFL talent in the wide receiver room. There was going to be some growing pains. I don't think we're allowing that.
I know, dude, you're right. We talked about a year ago from today how next year, 2025, it's going to be a transition year. It's probably not going to look as pretty. And probably what right now, I think this might even still be a little optimistic right now. What probably will finish around a 500 team. I was like, screw it, man. We're going to be better because our coaches will scheme our players into the right situations for them to be successful. And right now we're still seeing, in my opinion, Rawhide, I know this is where we differ from. I feel like our players are having to overcome what they're being asked to do by the coaches.
Oh my God, Dave, you are hard on coaches, man.
Now don't get this mistaken. If we win a bowl game, I'm still giving Coach Prime an A, baby. I'm still giving Coach Prime an A.
Oh my God, yes. If Coach Prime gets to a bowl, he gets another. Coach Prime hasn't got lower than an A since he's been in Colorado, bro.
Dude, that's right. That's right. So don't mistake, guys, the criticism I have for Coach Prime and the coaching staff as me wanting Coach Prime gone. Hell no. Absolutely not. I believe he can figure this out. I believe he can. It starts with saying, you know what, Pat, you're one of my best friends, but you are booty at this. You got to go.
Oh my God. Hey, I said this on a live, and it's not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. It's just, but I'll table that for towards the end of the season. I'll table it for towards the end of the season. So, but yeah, man, it ain't over with, bro. It's an adjustment period. Guys, I would implore you. I know you don't want to. Not you, Dave. I'm talking to people listening. But you know what I'm saying. But if you fit, guys, I would implore you. I'm talking William, actually, though, bro. They did try to run the ball, William Gardner. They did try.
Did he try and crash out this week?
No, he didn't go as hard as he did. He didn't go as hard as he did the other week. But yeah, they did try. There was a whole lot. There was a few plays. I know we don't want to run down or nothing, but I'm just saying, bro. I just went and picked one of the drives, bro. First play, first down, 1st and 10, 0 yards on the run. Right? Let me pick another one. First play on another drive, just -2 yards on the run. It's hard, bro. It's hard to run out of that. It's hard. It just is. And I think the success that people saw was coming right before. I think was it right before half? I think that's I think that's was the successful drive because Staub, he made a pass. No, that wasn't it. But I had to go back and find it. But I'm just coming off the dome. But so I just think he tried, bro. He tried. I think you've been hard on Dave a little bit. I think a
He
little bit hard.
tried. That's great. I'm glad he went out and gave it a good try.
Oh
That really
my
sounds
God.
like, man, he knows what he's
What are
doing.
you doing? That's just sad.
He gave
Just
it a
sad.
good go at it, and he tried. Like, that's kind of what like forget trying to get our super fast athletes out there doing some end arounds, doing some creative pre-snap motion. Like, this guy's
Oh,
supposed
well,
to be a disciple of Andy Reid, but for some reason, man, he just
you
does
know,
not understand how to do what Andy Reid does.
he ain't doing that, Dave.
No.
Now, I didn't want to get too far in hypotheticals, but right, he could have. If he wanted to play Staub, he could have put him on the center to
Yep.
kind of hide what they're trying to do. If you're going to play that type of ball, him being in shotgun, allowing the defense to see exactly what you're about to do. You could have been a little more deceptive in plays if you want to play attack, but they're not going to do that. So that's why I didn't really touch it and want to get all into that because
Yeah.
they're just not going to do it, bro. So I get it. I get it.
It's a tough week, man. This
It is, but you
this
got
is
to
a
win
tough
it.
week. I'll be back on winning the Big 12 after we beat Wyoming this week. But I'll tell you right now, Raw, I'm not picking them to cover. I'm not picking them to cover right now.
What's the line?
Because I need to see this defense stop a nosebleed. And
Okay.
I got the over on 46 points.
Okay, wait, time out. Hold on. Tell us again where we can get some of the best plays.
That's
Dave.
right. That's right. Profit X, use my promo code Dave. Come on now for $200 of profit bucks or profit cash. Sorry. Within your first 30 days. Come on now. You can get the best odds. You can also create your own odds. And as long as somebody matches it on the other side, you got it, baby. So, hey, Ra, I hit the over last week because I knew we were not going to stop Houston. Maybe not to the level exactly that, they were bad, but I need to see it from this defense before I believe it, man. And I don't know. I pray to God that me kind of being a little bit sour going into this matchup against Wyoming, I just want to look like an idiot so much on Saturday night when this whole thing's done, early Sunday morning. Like, hopefully we blow them out like 45-0. That is my hope. But right now, man, a spread of 14 points on Profit X or 14.5. I think most sports books right now have it at 13.5. Just so you know, and I'm thinking this is going to be like a 10-point game.
Oh my God! Well, shout out to Profit X, guys. Hey, what you need to do is go get your plays in. Profit X, use Dave. What's the promo code for Dave?
Dave, just Dave.
Use the promo code Dave. Get your extra. Was it 200?
Yeah, 200 profit cash, baby.
Profit cash and make the play. I mean, hey, look, it's all good. They are putting dollars in your pocket for plays.
That's right. That's right. Hey, again, I just play with a little bit of money, but I turned $3 into $6 hitting that over, baby. That was really, really nice.
And shout out to him. Shout out to him. Well, I'm just going to tell you right now, Dave, I know I'd have held you longer than you had planned on, but I'm just saying this. I got them covering against Wyoming, Profit X.
Watch them call you the negative one in this stream.
I got them covered. I think they are going to right this ship in this game. And there's going to have to be some decisions to be made against BYU, and then we'll get into that next week, Dave. So, how do you feel about the game? Give me what you predict, not what you want, but what do you predict? Who do you predict is going to be the starting quarterback? And tell me your game score, or is it too early in the week for your game score?
I'll come up with one right now.
Okay.
I think we see Staub as the quarterback.
You do? Okay.
I think so. Again, I don't really care who we see. I don't care. But I will predict that we only see one quarterback. Please, Jesus. only one quarterback playing in Colorado. Let's go, man. Only one quarterback playing. We get the victory. Give me like, shoot, dude. How about 30-20, dude? 30-20. We'll go with that. And then we get ready for BYU, and we're talking about how can we upset them. So, winning cures all. Winning cures all. So I'm not going to be too upset when we win against Delaware. You might say, Dave, that's poverty program stuff. Well, sorry, guys. I've been traumatized by many years of this. So,
yeah. Oh, man, I didn't even get to touch that. Let me just say this right here that I think.
I got time.
Okay. That I think is just ironic or hilarious, whatever it is that, and a lot of you all got to know about the Colorado Buffs football team and some of their fans. But what I find so funny is that if I had to talk to a Colorado Buffalo fan 10 years ago, they would be begging for how Colorado plays on offense today. And now the Colorado fan of today is clamoring for 10 years ago.
Rawhide, I was having this thought at the gym this afternoon. I said, damn, Mike McIntyre would have loved this roster.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, though. Oh my God, we in the altitude. We need to throw the ball more. We need to pass the ball. We need to play up tempo. Oh my God, years. I heard y'all. In passing because I watched some of you all's game in passing. But man, y'all was oh my God, y'all used to be. And maybe not everybody, but they wanted to throw the ball all around the field.
Yeah. Problem is that we didn't really have the quarterback to do it. Maybe this is Juju's time, man. It's been eerily quiet, so that makes me wonder if it is. I'm not necessarily going to be opposed to it, but again, we got to remind ourselves he's only 17 years old.
He's only 17 years old,
and you want to put him in situations to where his confidence is not killed like Dante Moore's was, like throwing 3 or 4 picks a game. Now, I guess he's kind of rehabilitated that, but it's been at another school.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're right. And honestly, Dave, I think personally they should wrap Juju Lewis in swaddling clothing and keep him safe until next season.
Because that's what you can sell recruits and transfers on right now, is that Juju, it's going to be his show. We're not going to do this quarterback circus that is going on this year, man. Yeah.
If you don't mind, let me get this super chat off with Chairman. Chairman A with the father. I said, Dave here for the mid-season counseling. I hear you, brother. I'm with you. Year 3, and this is happening. It's crazy. Go Syracuse for now.
Dave talks Q's. We're gonna get it going. We're gonna have to get it going.
Yeah, for sure. But I just want to let everybody know that's listening. Dave and I, at the end of this, I'll just continue the live. You don't have to go anywhere. And those of you who was on Dave's channel, and those of you who are on my channel, if you are not subscribed to David Talks Buffs, or if you're not subscribed to David Talks Broncos, what I need y'all to do personally, if y'all would go over to David Talks Broncos and David Talks Buffs, hit that subscribe button. And if you don't mind, hit the notification bell and support my man David Talks Buffs, because he is one of the only few in this system or in this particular environment that messes with the Rawhide family, because he is family. David Talks Buffs.
That's right, Raw. It's always good. It's always good back on your stream. Thank you for always extending an invitation. I gotta say, guys, please check out our stream on Thursdays. I might even stream it to my Buffs channel for right now, because our football team lacks an identity. Why should my YouTube channel have a strict identity either? So maybe I'll just stream it over on the Buffs channel. But guys, if you want to see me absolutely wreck Rawhide in the NFL pick'em we're doing from week to week, absolutely tune in.
I think I am getting wrecked too. Now, my upset of the week did not look good.
I'm done. I'm done with the Raiders, and I'm done thinking the Saints can do anything worth a damn.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But anyway, guys, we're gonna end it right there, man. Thanks, Dave, again, guys. Again, let me repeat, you can stay with us, and if you're on Dave's channel, you can hop on over here to mine, and you can hear a panel show that gives you the opportunity to join the show and share your thoughts.
That sounds
Simple as
great.
that.
Thanks, Raw. I'll listen
Thank you,
in.
Dave.
We'll see ya.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.